Hello and welcome to episode 672. And my topic for you today, how well do you know your ideal prospects, right? How well do you know them? My name is Peter Beckett, I'm the village marketer, and as always, talking to you from my little Thai village way up near the Cambodian border. And if you join me, please say hello to me. So because I can see there's some people looking now. Could you please just leave me a comment so I can give you a shout out and say hello to you, because I value the fact that you are sharing your time with me. All right, so thank you. Say hello, Wade. G'day, mate. Good to see you. Thank you very much, Wade. Nice to see you, mate. All right, so how well do you know your ideal prospects? The reason why I want to talk about this is because for many people, they are not consistent in the way that they are presenting themselves, their offer, their solutions, their belief systems to people. Hi, Penny Kennedy. Good to see you. Thank you very much. Okay, you need to be consistent in order to get some credibility in this darn world, right? And if you're not consistent in your messaging, if you're not consistent with your mindset, then people are going to start thinking, what in the hell are you all about? Okay, you're floating around like the breeze. People in this day and age, they need not just consistency, they need someone who's got some strength about them, some leadership about them, some ideas that can genuinely help people, and they're not too darn wishy-washy. Okay, because what's the point of that? We're going through the year 2020 has been one heck of a challenge for everybody, right? But at this point in time, there are many people who have been burnt. There's no doubt about that. Sure, many people have done very well this year as well. Okay, I don't want to prejudge that, but a lot of people have been burnt in one way or another. Okay, and therefore it's really important. Hi, Bill Pickett. Thanks for joining me, mate. Appreciate you. So it's really important that you show up as a consistent person in your messaging, in the way that you are connecting with people, in the opportunities and the considerations and thoughts that you are providing to people. And so this is what I'm talking about. How well do you know your ideal prospect? This is what I'm challenging you. You see, the more that you understand your prospects, it's important that you know where they are right now. That's the first thing, right? And what they're going through right now. Okay? Do you really know that, or do you just guess it? Because if you just guess it, you're making a fundamental problem for yourself and a fundamental error. Just checking to make sure I haven't missed anyone. Niha, good to see you. Thank you very much. Hong Kong's in the house. Thank you very much, Niha. So really, you need to be able to vividly describe the pain points of your potential ideal prospect. Let's take Niha, for example, right? She specializes, hope you don't mind me saying this, Niha, she specializes in relationship coaching. So in order for her to get to the real people she wants, she needs to, and she does, right? She needs to understand the pain points, the challenges, the things that her ideal prospects are going through. And in so doing that, she will then come across with her messaging and her verbal discussions with people in a way that shows real understanding. I mean, if you can really vividly describe the pain points of your ideal client, guess what? That same ideal client, that same ideal prospect will probably also assume that you also have a solution for them, because you've shown so much darn understanding, right? Think of that. Think of the power of that. So what you need to do is to discover what it's like for an ideal prospect of yours to need the solution that you offer. Let me say that again. This is really important. You need to know and discover how it feels to need the solution that you offer. Feels is the key word, right? And then think, what has stopped them up until now from doing anything about it? Okay? Nolan, good to see you. Thank you very much for joining me. Good to see you. So what stopped them from solving whatever this pain point, challenge, issue they've got? Okay? And what have they tried? What have they tried up until now? And why didn't it work for them? You need to be able to truly understand all these things about your potential client, your ideal prospect, right? Otherwise, as I said earlier, you're going to come across with some mixed messaging, and you've got to get it nailed down specifically. In other words, you need to be able to know what happens to them on a daily basis, right? From the morning, to the time they wake up in the morning, to the time they go to bed at night time. You need to have a pretty clear idea of what that person is facing, how they feel like it, the problems they've got now. Why is it important to them? What impact will those problems have on them, on their family, on their lifestyle, on their future, on their finances, on their health, all these things, right? You need to have that really, really clear, because then and only then will you know why it's important for them to solve the darn thing with your help. All right? Think about this. What's going to happen to them in the next, say, 12 months, 2 years, 5 years, if they haven't figured this out? Now, the answer to that question, you need to talk to them about this. You need to get down to this level. You need to get into the weeds, right? Get into the weeds and make them sit in their pain, right? I mean, if they give you an answer, oh, it's going to be terrible, Peter, it'll be terrible. That's not good enough. That's too vague. You need to really get them to share the pain, to be specific with you, and to be able to see the world from your potential client's eyes, okay? And all the costs to them of this horrible, soul-crushing problem that they're facing, whatever it may be, okay? This is where your communication and your leadership and your authority comes from. So please make sure you go there. Make sure you get people to sit in their pain. Bianca, nice to see you. Good morning. Thank you very much indeed. If I've missed anyone, Yola, good to see you as well. Thank you very much indeed. So I digressed a fraction. Let me go back, because this is important. You need to be able to feel their pain. And you need them to feel their pain. You need them to sit in their pain, all right? Then you need to listen to your prospects. Listen and really learn. And then make a list of all the possible pains and challenges and the impacts this has on your ideal potential customer, your ideal prospect, all right? Key is this. If you do this, it's an important part of your mindset and an important part of your messaging. If you get this wrong, if you are just assuming certain things about potential prospects for your business, then you could be way off the mark. And if you're way off the mark, I can tell you, you'll come across as either fake, or you'll come across as someone people aren't interested in talking to, because you're not talking to them. Okay? And the only way you can be talking to them, right? Because the only thing they're interested in is what's in it for me, right? The only way you can be talking to them is to understand exactly and specifically what their pain points and challenges are. If you've got that nailed down, right, then you've got a fighting chance to be able to provide some help and support to people, all right? This is really important. All right, so I hope you found that helpful. I'm not going to go on too long today. I appreciate you sharing your time with me. If you think this is of help to people, please share it, okay? And I'll always respond to all the comments left to me. And I've got a simple call to action, and it's this. I mentioned on the way through, you need to be specific in your understanding of your ideal prospect, okay? And so you need to come up with this, get a piece of paper out, and on it, at the top of it, put, does this sound like you? Does this sound like you? Then under that, once you've done your research, list off a series of questions that relate to your ideal prospect under does this sound like you? And my call to action is this. If you need some help with that, message me and I'll give you some examples of what I do as a sales coach, and you can take those and edit them and change them and make them your own. All right? So there you go. Thank you very much indeed for sharing your time with me. I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas to all of you, and let's hope we can make 2021 a memorable year for everybody, okay? Many blessings from Thailand, and I'll talk to you in the near future. Okay, bye for now. Bye.